In September 1939, the German Reich and Soviet Union invaded Poland, launching the Second World War. The invasion led to staggering loss of life. Throughout the war, nearly 6 million Polish citizens, 3 million of them Jews, perished. In occupied Poland, the Germans introduced capital punishment for every form of assistance to the Jewish population. For about 6 months, the Balawender family hid in their flat 3 Jews who had escaped from the ghetto in Lubaczów. Victoria Balawender Neszponar was born on December 4, 1891 in Hanslówka, a small village near Łańców. Her husband Felix was 6 years younger. The couple raised 3 children. In 1942, the oldest of them, Stanisław, was deported to the German Reich as a forced worker. The other 2 children, Tadeusz and Janina, who were teenagers at the time, stayed with their parents and helped them on the farm. Before the war, the family settled permanently in the small village of Zalesie, in Lubaczów County. During the German occupation, Zalesie was a village in the municipality of Oleszyce, under the Landscommissariat of Lubaczów, which was an integral part of the extensive administrative unit Rawa Ruska, established by the occupiers. From the fall of 1943 to February 2, 1944, the Balawender family provided shelter to 3 Jews who had escaped from the ghetto in Lubaczów. Their names were Cioma, Fleischer and Dekil. The Jews came from nearby Oleszyce and were between 28 and 35 years old. They were hiding in a small shelter under the floor of one of the rooms. To conceal the entrance to the shelter, a large crate for storing potatoes was placed over it. The men had previously been hiding with the Balawender's Ukrainian neighbor, Vasyl Nacha. According to the account of Tadeusz Balawender, the son of Felix and Victoria, the hiding place where the Jews were staying was built by Mr. Świerk, who worked for Felix at the time to avoid deportation for forced labor. The Jews regularly came out of their hiding place and spent some time in a flat, mainly to use the bathroom and to eat the meals prepared by Victoria. Tadek, the son of Felix and Victoria, stood on guard to see if anyone was coming. On February 2, 1944, just before dawn, 7 officers arrived at the house of the Balawender family, including 3 German officers from Lubaczów and 4 men of the Ukrainian auxiliary police from the police station in Oleszyce. The search was probably caused by imprudent behavior of the hiding Jews, who had allegedly robbed one of the Ukrainian farms at night. Its owner followed the footprints left by them in the snow and reached the farm of the Balawender family. He then informed the Ukrainian police station in Oleszyce of the robbery. During the search, the Jews were probably in their hiding place and were not found. On that day, Felix and Victoria and their 19-year-old son Tadeusz were arrested. They were initially detained at the Ukrainian police station in Oleszyce and then transported to the prison in Lubaczów. Felix was subjected to a brutal investigation, during which he admitted that theft was probably being committed by the Jews from whom he had been hiding. Another search was carried out, and this time the hiding place was discovered, but the Jews were gone. Felix and his wife Victoria were taken to the prison in Rawa Ruska. Their son Tadeusz was released, though he had to report daily to the Ukrainian police station in Oleszyce. This happened after his sister Janina had requested his release, arguing that she would not be able to take care of the farm on her own. Their uncle, Jan Balawender, who was a German translator at the Landkommissariat in Lubaczów, also pleaded for his release. Felix and Victoria were shot in Rawa Ruska on June 30, 1944. The Jews in hiding left the farm and the Balawender family after the first search and hid in the nearby woods. Only one of them, Cioma, survived the German occupation. After the war, he lived for some time in Oleszyce, where he ran a shop and then moved to Wrocław. His further fate remains unknown. Historians estimate that during the Second World War, Poles rescued tens of thousands of their fellow citizens of Jewish origin. The German occupiers killed about 1,000 Polish rescuers.